Thank you, Jed, and thank you for having me. Many of them in this room, I know many of you have emailed me. We've talked personally. I'm Tom Bakk. I live up on Lake Vermilion with my wife Laura, and do want to thank her because I couldn't be a member of the legislature without her support. So I have been, and probably all of you know this, I've been a kind of a lunch bucket Democrat all my life. Spent 20 years as the business manager for the Carpenters Union here in Virginia. But the Democratic Party has left me, and people like me. So you notice today that Senator Thomasoni announced that he's retiring. He's not going to run another term. I can just tell you that's a big loss for this region. He's got a lot of seniority. He's done an outstanding job for all of us, regardless of political affiliation. So please keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. His health is really struggling. ALS is a horrible, horrible disease where your mind stays perfectly fine and your body falls apart around you. So please keep him and his family in your prayers. So him and I, after the 20 election, went to Paul Gazelka, or he came to us. I don't remember exactly how it happened. But we left the Democrats and went to caucus with the Republicans in the Senate. It's been a very good decision. I think it's served our region of the state very, very well. David has decided not to run. I have not made that decision yet. We just got the maps this week, but I promise you this. There is no way I would ever run as a Democrat. And if I decide to run, I will be pursuing the Republican endorsement for the State Senate District 3.
Yeah.
So let me just say about, and Scott Jensen is my friend. We served together in the Senate. I currently serve with Michelle Benson from Ham Lake, who's also running for governor. And Scott knows this, the relationship between me and Paul Gazelka goes way back. I've just got a lot of history with him. We've been in the trenches in a lot of battles. And I've watched him fight Governor Walz. It is Paul Gazelka that's responsible for undoing the emergency powers of Governor Walz. I was in the room. There is no question. He's the person that fought the fight that ended the emergency powers. He's a strong. Him and I were both authors of concealed carry. That when we passed that, I'm pretty proud of that. I've got a permit. My wife has a permit. It probably needs to be in the Constitution, and I'm sure that Paul supports doing that. So give his candidacy a look, take a look, go on the website, take a look. I'm supporting him because he's, at the end of the day, us Rangers are pretty proud. He's an Iron Ranger at heart. And we're going to get a new wood products plant over in Cohasset on the site of Minnesota Power. We should probably name the building after Paul Gazelka because him and I went in the trenches against the Democratic House that really, most of them don't like to cut trees down. And we got an economic development incentive passed, met with the principal owners from North Carolina last year during the session. And unless the Leech Lake Band of Chippewa get in the way, we're going to get a new wood products plant on the range. And it's going to employ probably 300 people in the plant, use 400,000 cords of wood a year. So there will be way more loggers and truckers than people actually in the plant, but it will be a big, big deal for our region. And I can just tell you it would not happen without Paul. Would not have happened. And so I'm just very, very grateful for that. He doesn't live here anymore, but he passionately cares about this area. Like me, he hunts deer up. I hunt outside of Cook on Lake Vermilion. He hunts around Eagle's Nest. They've got family hunting land there. So take a look at his candidacy. But I can tell you this, whoever comes out of the Republican Party, I'm going to support them for governor because Tim Walz has done a poor job. So thanks again, Jed, for having me. Thank all of you for participating. This is where government starts. And you cannot, and I will say, people that don't participate in the process at this level, you lose your right to complain about who your elected official is because you didn't participate in picking the candidates on the ballot. So if you don't like the candidates on the ballot and you didn't go to the caucuses, then you don't get a right to complain. But you all did. You took the time away from your families to be here. I just want to thank you for that, not only on behalf of me, but on behalf of my 8 grandchildren, that I hope the Iron Range is a more prosperous place for than it's been even for us. So thank you.